Morning peeps, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. All right, quite a lot of videos have been uploaded to the channel recently. Please go and give them a watch if you haven't already done so. Ade Gman is up. It's a bit late, but it's up nonetheless. Quite a lot of the subjects we talk about are still very relevant anyway, so please go and give that a watch. If you're going to watch anything of the videos I'm about to mention, you've got to watch this. Adam Smith's top 10 UK and Irish fighters. The way in which he breaks down every single pick, he tells a story about every single pick. There's a few surprise, in fact, not surprise picks, but there's a few picks that none of the other guests before have chosen. So yeah, that's very, very good. The Presenter episode 4 is up as well with Adam Smith. I'm planning to film another one on Tuesday, hopefully. I do fly to Vegas on Wednesday, so hopefully we can get it in before we fly out. And the WBC ordering Alexander Usyk to take on Ade Gman is up as well. So look, loads of content on the channel. I have taken your guys' advice as well. We are going to do a separate channel for the football content. At the moment, I'm thinking it's going to be called more Ade Oladipo, but who knows? I will need your support. I'll let you guys know when that channel's up and running. Hopefully you guys can subscribe to that channel as well. All right, let's have a look and see what there is to talk about. All right, I've done a few videos on this, so we're not going to go too much into it. Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois, now official for Manchester, May 9th. What an incredible fight. Honestly, I think that fight is one of the best heavyweight fights that can be made today. Two punchers, two guys that you know what they're going to do, right? You know exactly their styles and how they fight. And for the first few rounds, these guys are going to meet in the center of the ring. There's going to be no backpedaling from either guy. That's what's quite scary. Daniel Dubois is a very front foot fighter, and so is Fabio Wardley. Like, Fabio Wardley doesn't want to, doesn't like fighting on the back foot, so he likes to push you back. And the way in which he pushes you back is by throwing that right hand with so much venom. So look, I can't wait for it. I'm very much on the fence, not because I'm working the event, but because I genuinely don't know who's going to win. I'm so split on it. I honestly think it's a 50-50 scrap. I think it's that good a fight. They might have been able to go to a stadium with this one. We are going to talk about Fury going to a stadium against ARSLANBEK MAKHMUDOV. You could argue and say this is bigger. I know Fury's Fury, but in terms of a matchup, this is bigger. So this could have gone to a stadium, but it's going to be an incredible atmosphere. And it's a good run of big fights over here. Big fights over here. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. All right, let's talk about Tyson Fury, ARSLANBEK MAKHMUDOV going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I've seen a few tweets. Some people are surprised by the fact Fury's going to a stadium. I kind of get it, because I'm in my head, I'm thinking of when AJ lost to Usyk, and his first fight back, I'm trying to get my timelines right, was Jermaine Franklin, and that was the O2 Arena. And then after that was supposed to be Dillian Whyte, but it was Hellenius. And I think of Fury and AJ as basically the same in terms of power. And I think they thought that maybe AJ couldn't go to a stadium. And they were right, because even that fight AJ had against Jermaine Franklin, it was a sellout at the end, but it wasn't an immediate rush for everyone to buy tickets. So it is it's a bit of a risky one, going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I always say with these stadium fights, like even Wembley, right? If you don't get over 70,000 in Wembley, it looks a bit empty. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but still. But because how big these stadiums are, you can clearly see the empty seats. Whereas 70,000 is an enormous amount of tickets. And I worry that they could quite comfortably, I think, do 40,000. But then, again, it's going to be 25,000 less. So let's see. I mean, I think Fury will sell it. He's already started to sell. The press conference is on Monday. And he's going to be just, I expect him to be incredible at the press conference. And he will start the movement of you're coming to watch an event as opposed to just watching Tyson Fury versus ARSLANBEK MAKHMUDOV. I don't know. Some people said, you know, it has to be a great undercard. I don't know what you can announce. I don't know who you can announce. I think this is just a Tyson Fury show. I was thinking about some of the fights. I mean, there is a lot of talk. In fact, there isn't, actually. I was thinking there's talk about Vidal Riley, but Vidal Riley's for Chisora Wilder. I don't know what you do. But again, this is His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. This is Netflix. Trust me, they're going to go big on the undercard. They'll go big on the undercard. I'm expecting maybe that will be announced on Monday. They're not going to fuck around with this. I always wonder as well, by the way, like, why only Tottenham? I mean, there are other stadiums, right? I mean, the Emirates has hosted concerts before. The Emirates could easily host a boxing event. The Olympic Stadium, I point because it's just over there. West Ham could easily host. And one thing about the Olympic Stadium, is it as pretty as Tottenham? No, it isn't. But once you dress it up and you put a ring in there, no one's going to give a shit about that. One thing about the Olympic Stadium, West Ham, which I'm pretty sure would be cheaper to rent than the Tottenham Stadium, is in terms of getting to it, like train links, and leaving it so much better than the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is a nightmare when it comes to leaving. It's horrendous. Getting to, horrendous. Like, if the event finishes at 12, you might as well just camp inside there until 2 because you're not getting out of there, getting away from the area until about 1:32. It's horrendous. So I always wonder why it is now the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium's become the thing. But I guess, I don't know, financially it must make sense. And again, in terms of being in it and just the hospitality for those sort of corporate people that like to book the boxes, it is incredible. But yeah, I think Tyson Fury will do good numbers on his return, because Tyson Fury, unlike the majority of fighters, and we have to be honest here, that motherfucker knows how to sell a fight. That boy knows how to sell a fight. Unlike anything we've seen in the last decade, 2 decades, like Fury, if it's a case of him getting on the mic, if it's a case of him saying something silly, he will sell this fight, people. So for those of you thinking that maybe they've gone a bit too far with the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, you could be right, but I think it's Tyson Fury, so I think we'll be okay. All right, let's have a look and see if there's anything else to talk about. Ryan Garcia fined after late submission for WBC 14-day weight check. Okay, yeah. So basically, with the 14-day weight check, what it is both fighters, I think, have agreed, or maybe it's the WBC, they can't be more than 155 pounds out. 155 pounds. You can't weigh more than 155 14 days out from the fight, which is actually, I mean, that's quite a lot. Like, there's not much leeway there, is there? I mean, 160 pounds, I think, would be okay. I know fighters cut a lot of weight 3 or 4 days before, but he's been fined $5,000, which is the equivalent of me being fined a $5. It will mean absolutely nothing to Ryan Garcia. The closer this fight gets, the more I feel like when this fight was first announced, I was very high on Ryan Garcia. He looks really good, doesn't he? Physically, he looks good. I've been listening to Barrios recently, and he I don't know, I don't think this is going to be, he's going to have to work for this. He's going to have to work for this. I think a lot of people have looked at Barrios' last couple of performances. Obviously, Pacquiao, which arguably he might have lost, and the fight on the undercard, was it with Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, where he got really busted up? I don't know, man. You could maybe argue the question of, like, what's Ryan done? So I think it's a good fight. And look, if Ryan wins, then, I mean, the world's his oyster. He's literally got 3 names that want to fight him. Devin Haney wants to fight him. It's a big fight. Shakur Stevenson said, look, I'll fight you at 144. Conor Benn has been spoken about. Rolly Romero rematch. So there's quite a lot of fights out there for him. So let's see what he can do. On Devin Haney, very quickly before we wrap this video, Devin Haney really wants that Xander Zayas fight. Desperate. Like, him and Bill have now decided to make a go for it. You can tell that they've really gone quite tough on social media. They're calling Xander out. I mean, Devin Haney's incredible, isn't he? Like, say what you want. I still don't understand why people dislike Devin Haney. Honestly, it baffles me, because he will fight the fights. Unlike a lot of people, Devin Haney's like, okay, who's the champ? Who's got most of the belts at 154? Who? Xander? We'll go. And you know what? I think he beat Xander. If I'm being honest, I think he does Xander. Like, Devon's a big boy. I've been around Xander. I've been around Devon. Xander, yes, is a bit bigger. Devon, like, looks like he's not stopped growing. Every time I see him, looks like he gets an inch taller. Looks like he's getting thicker all the time as well. And I think he's the better boxer of the two. Like, Devon could beat Xander. Devon could be a champ at 154 pounds. My thing I don't like about it is that Devon won't stay at 154 pounds. So he's almost going up there to be another weight world champion. Then he'll come down because the other guys in that division, he won't beat. I don't think he beat Boots. I don't think he beats Virgil. And then there's other killers as well. I don't think he beats. So, yeah, very, very interesting to see what he does. All right, girls, guys, happy Valentine's Day. I'm out of here. Peace.